coaching, I think I've always learned more from losing than I ever did from winning. When you win, you go home and savor the victory. You're happy. When you lose, you go home, you want to know why, what you could have done. How could you have avoided it? Were you well prepared? And it's helped me adjust to the players a lot and to understand them a lot better when we lose. I don't want them to feel as I do or as I did years ago. If we lose on Saturday night, I don't want them to ruin their whole weekend. So I don't want them to go home with their heads down all the time, because there's a lot of more important things in life than just a basketball game.
Ray Meyer got his 70th birthday present 15 days early on December 3rd, 1983, when his Blue Demon team gave him his 700th career victory against Illinois State. Only 4 other coaches have climbed that mountain: Kentucky Adolph Rupp, Fog Allen at Kansas, Oklahoma State Hank Iber, and Ed Diddle at Western Kentucky. Ray Meyer is collegiate basketball's most enduring, recognizable, and respected figure.
Ray Meyer is one of the great men in the game of basketball. In this business, they are givers and takers, and I think all of us always have regarded Ray Meyer as a man who's given as much to basketball as anybody, and we certainly hate to see him leave the coaching profession. He's done such a great job, and he's won so many basketball games and made so many friends for the game throughout this country as well as throughout the world.
Ray Meyer is a legend in our time and in his time. You know, he's one of the, not only one of the great coaches, he's one of the great human beings, and I think he epitomizes what we who've been in the game a long time think coaches ought to be.
Coach Meyer is a Chicago hometown product. Born on the West Side December 18th, 1913. The farthest he strayed from his roots was a basketball star and assistant coach at Notre Dame. He arrived at DePaul in April of '42 at the height of World War II and carved a 42-year niche in the annals of college basketball. It's his last season, and to the people of Chicago, he's as much a part of the Windy City as the late Mayor Daley and Mrs. O'Leary's cow. There's no doubt this guy is a giant. Meyer's coaching career can really be divided into 2 eras. In 1945, he won the NIT championship with a kid named, you're right, George Mikan, who later went on to be a superstar with the Minneapolis Lakers.
I just thought Mikan was as great because he wanted to be great. And the one thing I kept telling George all the while he was here, George, you can be just as good as you want to be. You have to set your own limitations and your own goals. And I don't believe I've ever had a player that worked harder than George Mikan.
The next era came late in his career, when a hometown kid named McGuire came to DePaul and pumped new life into the Blue Demons and gave Ray his first trip to the Final Four in 1979.
Here was a 17-year-old boy thrown into the national limelight, and he didn't know how to handle it at first, but he grew into it. And I can remember being on national TV. We were out at the Horizon in the hotel there, and it was a noon game. And McGuire come knocking my door at 9 o'clock in the morning. He says, Coach, let's go. I can't wait till noontime. We're on TV today, and we're on national.
For all of us who know Ray, it was one of the great moments in basketball.
37 years. How do you feel?
Great.
All Chicago is... How you doing? Beautiful game. Ray, how do you feel, Ray?
I feel great. I feel like I was born again.
You are born again.
I'm a young coach today.
Ray may get another shot at the Final Four this year with a remarkably good young team.
We want that man to be overplayed so we can reverse on him.
Ray's a tireless teacher on the practice court, and for the last 10 years, he's been assisted by his son Joey, who is credited with recruiting some of DePaul's great players in the last several years. He will succeed Ray next year as DePaul's head coach. I wonder if Joey has any fears about following a legend.
He's so conscious of staying out of the picture and letting me do it my way. I don't have any fear at all. Plus, I'm so obnoxious. He's probably so tired of talking to me. He just wanted to get away from me anyway. You know, he raised me, and I work all winter with him. You know, it's been 12 months a year for 15, 16 years now, practically really all my life. So I think he might want to step back and just watch it. And I think he's probably going to enjoy it as long as we're winning.
In the home he shares with his wife of 44 years, Ray's den is packed with 42 years of basketball memories. Hey, Coach, here's your 500th win.
Oh, yes, Al, it's very precious. And that was a Dave Corzine team. Dave Corzine.
He was really the one that started to turn you back around for this extended run you had the last 10 years.
Yes, this is Andy Pancrantz. We got him out of the same school. And actually, Dave Corzine was very highly recruited. And because we had Andy brought Dave to DePaul.
Of all your plaques and awards through the years, which ones are you most proud of?
Well, these two, actually. This one is Coach of the Year, and that, of course, is very precious to me because it's from my peers. And, of course, this is the Hall of Fame in 1978. I think I got both of them about the same year, and they're very precious to me, Alan. I'm proud of all the rest of them, but these two in particular.
Down here, here's a picture of you down here, Coach, when you were playing at ND at Notre Dame.
Yes, Al, that was a picture. Of course, you know that number is illegal today. You couldn't have 18. You can't have over 5 digits because the referee only had 5 fingers.
That's right. So you would have to change your number. Did you play what position?
I played forward, even though I was small. You notice there are laces on the ball, Al?
Oh, God.
Today we play with a molded ball. In those years, we tested the ball by rolling it on the floor, and it hopped a little bit.
Well, you know, the same way with the high-top black shoes.
Oh, yes. Well, of course, those shoes, they would never stop like these shoes today.
Did you ever consider going back to Notre Dame? I know you coached there for 2 years as an assistant before you came to DePaul 42 years ago.
Yes, I was tempted 3 or 4 times to go back, but I don't know. I liked it at DePaul, and I'm adverse to change. I don't like any change. I like everything to be just the same as it was yesterday and the day before that. I like it. And we get a certain type of player at DePaul, and they're a little hungry, and we play a little hard.
For 40 years, Ray Meyer has been a legend in collegiate basketball. But what few people realize is that for over 38 years, Ray Meyer has a camp in northern Wisconsin, close to a small town called 3 Lakes. He raised his family here and 16 grandchildren. The camp is an extension of his personality and character, just like DePaul is, his basketball program, and also the city of Chicago. It's been 37 years. How did it all start?
Well, I tell you, they talked me into it at school, the need of a boys' camp, and I've had a $500 deposit on the land that I had never seen. And when I got here, all I saw were trees. And I was ready to pack up and go home, but I decided if I wasn't going to lose my $500, so I went up and I got an axe and I started cutting those trees, and that's how we built a lot of the cabins.
No electricity?
No, I bet the first 8 years we had, that was a nightmare, Al.
Some people say, Coach, that this is your first love.
No, I tell you something. I have put so much of my time and energies into it that I feel it's almost part of me. Some people say it's a lot of work, but I like the young kids. I like to be around them. There's no pressure coaching. It's a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and I get to know the boys because most of them come back year after year. I just enjoy being with them.
I've been at camps all my life, And when I ran camps, I would never take a station. It seems that you still take a station, like the high school coaches. How come?
I want to. I get to know the boys. And I know we have extra coaches, and they always want to take my thing, and they always say it's useless to ask him. He's going to go out there every morning anyway. But I just want to be close to the boys, and I feel that way. I suppose eventually, like everything else, I'll have to give that up. But I'll be on the side of the court if I'm not coaching. Joey's going to have to take over everything, and it's in capable hands. I think I have one more year of coaching, and I want to make it a real good one. I'm going to really work as hard as I ever knew how, and in the hopes that we'd have a great year, and then step down and go monkey around with my camp for the rest of my days.
Do you feel that you're identical to your father? It seems that you have the same rhythm, the same interest.
We're similar, but we're definitely not identical. I can't give him myself like he gives. He's unbelievable of giving himself with his time and energies to other people. I'm a little more self-centered. I'm a little to my family, just my family, and not so much to everybody else. He can give so much of himself. I don't think I could ever do that.
Let's say there's a homesick kid. How would you handle it, and how would your father handle it?
Coach is not good with homesick kids.
He's not doing it either, huh?
That's an insult when you don't like camp. I mean, if you're homesick, you don't like camp. So he gets a little upset with homesick kids. Usually homesick kids end up coming and talking to me.
Your dad says that you're running the camp now, and this time next year you'll be starting into running DePaul's basketball team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and yet I'm not. I guess I'm like everybody else. He's a legend, and you want to see him continue to coach. But yet if he continues to coach, I'll never coach. So it's really a tough situation. I'm anxious, but I'm also sad. So I'd rather not be in the situation I'm in right now. I'd rather not be succeeding Ray Meyer. But I am, and I'm anxious again, but I'm still a little bit touched by it, a little sad by it. I think I've thought more about what I will do when I retire from coaching than he's thought he will do when he retires from coaching. And he is 7 years old, and I am 34 years old, and I thought more about it than he has. I don't know what he's going to do. He doesn't like to think about it. He kind of postpones it.
I think it's going to be difficult for him because it's been his life. It's been my life, too. I mean, it's been the kids the same way. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure he'll adjust to it.
Al, I've been active all my life, and it scares me. That's the only part of retirement that I dislike, is that I want to have something to do. I can't sit home. Marge says if you're home for 3 weeks, we'd be separated because you putter around. I'm always taking something apart and putting it together or something. That's why when there's anything goes wrong in the house, Marge won't tell me. She'll just call a repairman to fix it.
Well, I know the whole basketball world for your last year, and Coach will be wishing you luck in an NCAA tournament and possibly a visit to Seattle for the Final Four, but that's all dreams at the present time.
That's all dreams. Oh, I would love to make the Final Four. I don't care whether we win the NCAA. Oh, I'd like to, but I mean, that's immaterial. But to go to the Final Four, we went there once, and it was so enjoyable. And I sat up there with all the winning coaches. It was great. I was looking, yeah, and I was sitting down looking at all. For years I sat down and looked at the winning coaches on the other side, and then I was up there, and it is a great thrill.
In the years I've known Ray, he's always been the same man, generous, humble, and honest. Congratulations, Coach. You made the rest of us look real good.
The team, the Blister.